Hey guys, Corbin here. We got ourselves a DCeased action figure. DCeased is DC's version of Marvel Zombies. If you don't know what Marvel Zombies is, well, go watch the episode from What If. But it's a world where the superheroes become zombies. Don't know why it happens in Marvel, aside from the MCU version. Don't know why it happens in Marvel. Was it a miniseries? I read it like the first volume or something of it. Was pretty bored, and that sucks because it was Robert Kirkman that wrote it, and I love Robert Kirkman. Maybe one day I'll reread it. I don't know. DCeased is new. I think they've had a couple miniseries for it. It's been out the last couple years, maybe like 2020, something like that. There's DCeased, DCeased Unkillables, DCeased Dead Planet, all sorts of DCeased. These are DC Direct figures. Do these scale? What is the line of 7-inch? Okay, so these are the height of McFarlane figures. I didn't know DC Direct, or is it DC Direct? DC Essentials. I didn't know DC Essentials was still even being made. I figured since McFarlane now made DC figures, they were done with these, because these were always hit or miss, for me at least. I have a Static Shock, like OG Static Shock. It's a pretty good figure, but it's also lacking. I have a Blue Beetle from this line. Fantastic detail, fantastic accessories. I've seen so many others. I've seen like a Cyborg that's like, I've seen a Harley Quinn that's like, and I've seen a Harley Quinn that's like, whoa, that's amazing. So I thought these were completely done. When these came into the store, I was so confused because, again, I thought these were completely done. I don't know if like McFarlane owns the Essentials or how that works. I don't know toy rights. But so DC Essentials apparently is still being made. They did have some really nice bombshell versions of the DC female characters from DC. The DC Essentials did their bombshell line. Fantastic figures. All those were great. But yeah, they've been very hit or miss. So I thought it was very odd that these were even here, especially with McFarlane doing them now. This figure, after all that intro, this figure should be pretty easy to reveal. This is it. This is just the figure. No base, no accessories, no trading cards like that you get with McFarlane now. This is Nightwing. He is all right looking. He's good looking. He looks like Nightwing. The costume looks great, but it's the blood is what, for me, I think, like, it looks lazy. It looks like very lazily put on, and then down like near the blue on the boots and stuff. I don't know if it's supposed to be dirt or what, but it's just very sloppily put on there. Aside, if you got rid of all the blood and stuff, I think this would be a great Nightwing figure. Face, they put a lot of care and effort into the face. Lots of good detail. Look at the freaking, like, where his head's cut up there. That's fantastic. I sort of thought these came with accessories. They do not. At least Nightwing doesn't. He has no scream sticks, batons, anything of that nature. It's got great articulation. You know, all the basic areas, swivels. You know, I will say on all the figures, which I'll be reviewing them all, well, most of them at least, they're, what would you call this area? Chest swivelly area. It is definitely stiff, but still moves. His hands are fine, like, you know, they're like a zombie hand. So you could easily just like pose him up and have his hands be like, you know, all out like that. If I can get him to stand, there we go. But yeah, the head, great detail on the head, great blood detail, but like even on the chest, the blood looks good. But then when we get down to the legs, it looks like someone just quickly was like, let me just paint it on there real quick. All right, get it on the line, go. Like, it was very lazily. Maybe it's just this specific figure I got. But in the past, any DC Essential figures I've seen, like I was saying, very hit or miss. But yeah, there's not a whole lot to say about this figure just because there's not a lot going on with it. Do you guys buy DC Essentials? Did you before McFarlane? Do you still, like, is there even a reason to? It's like, you know, I mean, I guess with these, I don't think McFarlane's done any DCeased figures, but it's like, these are just definitely lower class than McFarlane figures are. DC Essentials. I don't know how that works. I don't know if McFarlane owns them now, but DC Essentials, I've been seeing them since early 2010s at least, and they're just not. They just never had that great of detail. But yeah, I'll at least do the rest of the Bat family that they have made for this line, and yeah. Let me know, guys. Do you like DCeased? Should I read that? One of the many mini-series of DCeased? If you got the Nightwing figure, is it better detailed? It's just like the below the waist, the paint's not very good, but then above, it's perfectly fine and it looks realistic. And then the head is spectacular. I don't really understand it. Let me give you another look before we get out of here, though. Yeah. It's a fine figure. Like I said, DC Essentials have been hit or miss over the years. And yeah. See you guys next time.